Good morning. It's your brother Bolo V&R. We in the building.
Jeremiah 29 verse 11. God says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." That is a scripture that I hold dear to my heart, because God is not a man that he should lie. So if he says he has a plan for me, he does. If he says he has plans to prosper me, he does. I have that much confidence in him to know if he said it, that's just what it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we want to start this thing off. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. All right, all of my platforms right there on the screen. Yes, Bolo V&R 2.0, Bolo V&R clips, and Bolo V&R get me to 1,000. I need to get to 1,000 on Bolo V&R clips, and of course, we need to get those numbers up over there on Bolo V&R as well. If you're not yet subbed up, sub up to all the platforms, man. Come on, man, support your boy. Support your boy. We got Joanne Dawkins in the building, Ryan Campbell. We got Roslyn, Swaby, Erica Morris come through in this thing very early. Thank you guys all for you being here. Let's get into the content, man. Let's get into the content. We got a lot to cover, and we don't got a lot of time. The PNP press conference, man. I'm about to go in on this, man. Hey, I'm telling you, no lies detected. You heard? No lies detected. First, I want to get into the Integrity Commission clears opposition leader 2023 statutory declaration filing. This happened on Sunday, and this caused a lot of rift. It caused a lot of rift, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a person that will be, left unnamed. That statutory declaration cannot be certified, and there is several more that is under investigation in the leading party. And that right there really, really hurt them a lot. It really, really rubbed them the wrong way, to the point where Efro Warmington, Mr. Just Gwan with a bag of foolishness, that's what I call him, Mr. Gwan with a bag of foolishness, ran in and started to talk all types of smack. And it led to this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to his commentary.
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So my people, we're seeing cite, problems upon people amongst racial
Big up
attacks
Annie
against them.
Isabel Rose.
They want to, speak any people. I'm going to hear about the clip of what he said in that meeting.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago was a white man and shouldn't.
Oh yeah, them ads come on. Them ads come on whenever.
Leaders and they'll see me all over the
promoting the people.
Let's go back.
Hear about the clip of what he said in that meeting.
I said repeatedly, they claim Siago was a white man and shouldn't lead us, and they'll see me all over the south. I talk about this now, they want this a white man. So why you can talk about Siago all this year became white? And because a white man come, you saying can't lead Jamaica over me dead body. Over dead body. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We are all while. We are descendants of the slaves. We don't want the descendants slave masters and rulers again. We don't want it. In 1838 we threw up the chain. And then got trench town and lift up chain and chain again. For what? We put me in a chain again. You know what happen? Jamaicans are so stupid. One down the boat and send him back to England. What I want to say tonight, England have 5 prime ministers in 2 years because they can't find nobody. So this English white man, if he want some prime minister, go England, they can't find nobody up there. They might use him. A country with 5 prime ministers in 2 or 3 years, can't find nobody. Somebody will knock an Englishman door and say, Mr. King, me a come and left us alone. We just saw, we stand for Johannes. You stand for Desmond. We work together for the Jamaica party to ensure victory is secured. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. You hear some stupid nonsense coming out about Paul saying this and Paul saying that? What me say? F Paul, labor rights strong, labor rights solid, and that effing thing not gonna away. You hear me? Those polls are paid for by PNP. And if PNP pay for it, you're going to get PNP poll. I was on Cliff Hughes' program some weeks ago, and talk to press. And he asked me, and I said, look, I'm in this thing now 56 years. I won 7 elections. And I can tell you, what they're saying is not what I'm feeling on the ground. Totally not. And regardless of what they want to say, Andrew Holness and Labour Party will do the 3rd term.
Anyhow, this is not the first rodeo for...
So you hear the ignorance, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, this is what, like I said, this is what is really hurting them enough. the polls are having not just the polls, but you can see it on the ground with the people. Mark Golding's popularity, that is leader of the opposition of the PNP, is getting a lot of traction where the people of the country is concerned. They are definitely feeling Marky G. That's what he's affectionately called now, Mark get nickname. But the PSOJ came out and condemned Warmington racial charge remarks, calling them a dangerous attempt to inject racial division. I want to know, where was the PSOJ when Warmington was saying he will over his dead body, when he was when what's his name? Damn it. Desmond McKenzie made statements. Where was the PSOJ just the other day with Darrell Vaz on the stage talking about Portland is Vaz land and one bag of foolishness? Like, the stuff that we're hearing from key players in the PNP with no backlash from the Prime Minister of Jamaica says a lot about the current state of Jamaica right now. And then there has been a lot of crimes, like mass crimes going on. I heard about 11 people getting shot and 7 of them unalive. I think that was last night or yesterday, right? Like 10 something p.m. I mean, there was one before that where 5 people was shot and unalived. And these areas are quote unquote PNP areas, the opposition. And there's a dark cloud over the PNP, over the JLP, my apologies, for years in regards to some things that happened in the 80s with I think it was Edward Siaga and them. You understand? So it's like people are thinking, this is what people are thinking in the streets. Is history repeating itself? Are we seeing the dark ages of the 80s where they didn't have the show of posse going around unaliving people, right? In PNP areas? Is that what is going on? This is what a lot of people is thinking. And I'm saying we have not seen or heard the leader of the country, Andrew Honest, come out and address this publicly, denounced Everett Warmington publicly, fire him, force him to retire, nothing at all. He has just been operating without any checks and balances. And PSOJ, a little bit damn too late. I can tell you that right now. A little bit damn too late. But let's get to Mark Golding, ladies and gentlemen. Response to this disgusting behavior from Everett Warmington. And I want to say this before I go to Mr. Golding. Mark Golding's father has done more for this country than the entire JLP presently construct. I'm going to say that again. Mark Golding's father has done more for this country than the entire JLP party right now as presently constructed. This current one that's been operating as the leadership of this country, Mark Golding's father has contributed more critically to this country of Jamaica, and his legacy lives on until this day. As a matter of fact, the thing that he built, the hospital that he built, is the only one in the entire Caribbean. That is how much he put his stamp. So this is the stock that Mark Golding is coming from, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a sad day. It's a very, very sad day that we're going to use his color. Well, I'm going to let him speak. Let's get into it.
It's hot today.
JLP's attempts to use my color as a political battering ram smacks of desperation on their part. It is unprecedented. I don't think any political leader has faced what I have been facing in this regard. And it is because they see that this tide has turned against them. And the people of Jamaica are fed up with them, the dishonesty, the lack of integrity, and the government which pursues policies that don't benefit the people in a direct way. So people have lost hope. People want change. And I suppose I'm the embodiment of that as the leader of the opposition. And therefore, they're trying to attack me. And in a sense, I'm flattered that all they can really attack me on is the color of my skin. You know, I am somebody who grew up here. My wife is an African Jamaican, beautiful woman. And my children are born in Jamaica. And I'm a proud Jamaican citizen. So
The reason why they should not go personal, you know, I've not heard about Mark Golden having any side chicks. I've not heard about Mark Golden having any side babies. You understand what I'm saying? There hasn't been any accusation on this man in those things. You see, this is why they should not take it personal, boy. Don't go there. But let's continue, because we can talk about some things in it.
So I think that this is a sad turn of events, and I'm very disappointed in the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party that they tacitly encourage this kind of behavior.
Exactly.
Because to me it indicates a lack of principle on their part. And Jamaica's part of the family of nations, you know. We live in a world which is very connected. And other countries, other races of people are looking on and saying, how is it that the government of Jamaica is allowing, you know, a junior minister or a former minister, two MPs, to be using racial taunts and slurs as a source of attacking a political opponent? It's very bad form, and it's unfortunate for Jamaica, and it really needs to stop.
The critical task of making the bureaucracy more efficient and less costly to users of government services is one which needs continuous attention. The devil is in the details. The public sector operates a rule-based system.
Sorry about that. All right, so let me go back a little bit right here. You said something very key, and I wanted
Gift
to
a
highlight.
7-day
All right, here comes the ad. Messing up my transition.
Because to me it indicates a lack of principle on their.
Oh yeah. Hold on. There you go.
I'm a proud Jamaican citizen. So I think that this is a sad turn of events, and I'm very disappointed in the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party that they tacitly encourage this kind of behavior. Because to me it indicates a lack of principle on their part. Mm-hmm. And Jamaica's part of the family of nations, you know. We live in a world which is very connected. And other countries, other races of people are looking on and saying, how is it that the government of Jamaica is allowing, you know, a junior minister or a former minister, two MPs, to be using racial taunts and slurs as a source of attacking a political opponent? It's very bad form, and it's unfortunate for Jamaica, and it really needs to stop.
No, I want to speak on that a little bit. Hi, how you doing, Empress 13? Good to see you, love. Salute to you. Now, what he mentioned about, because in Jamaica it says out of many one people, right? And I'm saying the government is coming with a hate speech law, with the Samoa Agreement, to protect the colorful community. But in their government, somebody that is allegedly a part of that colorful community, which is Everett Warmington, because there have been many accusations about him being into boys, right? Andre Stevenson is one of them. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it's an allegation. So I'm saying you, Everett Warmington, that is alleged to be a part of that colorful community, you're telling me that you're going to discriminate against somebody's race? Where they do this at? You are going to discriminate against the leader of the opposition's race. Man, so like somebody needs to put a muzzle on that dude or kick him out the government so he can go and shout somewhere and scream. He's super unintelligent. I cannot believe that he is actually, I think, a legislator. Like, he's somebody that writes laws. Barbara, how you doing? Ron Wallace, how you doing? That's crazy. And the world is looking on. The world is looking on onto Andrew Holness' statutory declaration not being declared. him suing the Integrity Commission, right? And then Everett Warmington doing the things that he's doing. You know who else is looking on? God. More important, more than anything else, God is looking at our leaders, bro. And God knows every single thing that they have done in the dark. That is the most important thing. I think they need to somebody needs to remind these men and women in leadership that not only is the world watching you, but God always has a special eye on the leaders of the world. Because you have a larger responsibility more than anybody else. It's a damn shame what is going on in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. These people want to protect the colorful community, but they don't want to protect just people. They want to write hate speech laws for the colorful community, but not have a hate speech law against racism in our country? Because that's racism. The statements that Everett Warmington made about it by Mr. Golden is straight racism. I don't look at Siaga in a bad way because he was white. I look at Siaga in a bad way because the things he did as a prime minister, as a leader of this country, as somebody that was linked to the CIA. Because we know what happened. They told us. And guys, if I'm too loud, please let me know so I can turn down my microphone. Microphone check, microphone check. Am I too loud? Let me know. Am I sounding clear? Let me know. But let's continue.
The critical task of making the bureaucracy more efficient and less costly to users of government services is one which needs continuous attention. The devil is in the details. The public sector operates a rule-based system, so changes in processes to bring improved efficiency generally involve changes to laws, rules and regulations which govern those processes. Many of those processes have not changed with the times and are outdated and no longer fit for purpose. Fixing them takes hard, focused effort and great attention to detail. The last PNP government, in just 4 years of office, paid significant attention to this. We designed the super form to enable businesses to be registered and companies to be incorporated in a single application that resulted in the business or company not only having registration and incorporation, but also all the other required business registrations, TRN, NIS, GCT, etc., and a 6-month startup tax compliance certificate to get their businesses up and running, all in a single process through the Companies Office of Jamaica. The PNP government also passed the Security Interest in Personal Property Act to provide a modern framework for secured lending with a web-based registration system for registering security over collateral and expanding the types of assets and property that borrowers can use as collateral to include agricultural produce and intellectual property and other types of property that previously were excluded from secured lending. We also passed the Insolvency Act to modernize the laws governing insolvent businesses with a new emphasis on giving them breathing space with their creditors to try to restructure and get out of financial difficulties. We passed the Special Economic Zones Act to provide a modern incentive regime for investment zones to drive the economy. And we passed the Public Procurement Act to streamline the rules governing the use of government's purchasing power, including provision for small businesses and other marginalized groups to get special treatment to give them a leg up in business. All of these were the result of consistent effort. And in 2014, the World Bank reported that Jamaica had the highest ranking in the Caribbean on the ease of doing business, having implemented the most reforms in Latin America and the Caribbean. In contrast, the current government's performance over the last 9 years has been dismal. In their 2 terms, they have done virtually nothing to improve the efficiency of the bureaucracy and the ease of doing business in Jamaica. They have passed no transformational legislation to improve efficiency of the bureaucracy, and they've done almost nothing to improve the ease of doing business. Therefore, when the Prime Minister on Sunday promised to make Jamaica's bureaucracy modern, user-friendly and efficient, it is yet another empty promise, similar to his 2016 promises to have fixed election dates put in the Constitution and to hold a grand referendum to settle what he called outstanding national issues within his first 100 days in office.
Yo, this that he mentioned about the first 100 days is critical. And that's why I stopped it there. Because exactly, he talked about the bureaucracy and how things needed to be improved. But you've been there for 9 years. You never knew it needed improvement. Why didn't you improve it? How is it that you just know now? Oh, so this is just, like he said, another empty promise. Oh, we got royalty in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got royalty in the building, Miss Genesis. Shout out to Miss Genesis in the building. I'm glad you're here, Miss Genesis. How is my audio? Is it too loud? Is it too... Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I need your expert ears. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golden has made an excellent point about his empty promises. He had 9 years to improve, like he said, in 2016 or 2014. The world recognized Jamaica in a certain way where doing business was concerned and the ease of it, right? So how is it now that things haven't improved? You had a good springboard to actually, continue on and improve upon in it. But what he has done is get up every day and complain about 18 years of government and blame the PNP for everything that is going on right now. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. And it's a sign of very, very weak leadership. And it sounds to me, okay, I got you. And it sounds to me, ladies and gentlemen, that Andrew Holness's government has ran out of ideas. They've absolutely ran out of ideas. And this is why they've been pressing the PNP to tell them what's their plans. Ain't that something? But let's continue.
His promise on Sunday rings hollow, like the now defunct Economic Growth Council and the spectacular failure in delivering 5% annual economic growth after 4 years.
Oh yeah, there was this 5 and 4 thing, and I was listening to Wheeler Rattigan the other day explaining, and it literally yielded what they were planning to do. Let's just say if you were to grade them, they would have got like 20 out of 100 in terms of performance. It's very sad. They boasted 5 and 4 with the economy, and it just never occurred. And right now, presently, as we're constructed, our economy is declining right now, going into the Christmas season, totally declining.
Which has not happened. The truth is that their very poor track record shows that this government does not have the capacity to deliver the reforms required to achieve an efficient bureaucracy. And this is not a task that private sector bigwigs can be of much assistance with. The PNP's record of legislative capability, innovation, and nimbleness is what is needed to resume the process of making a bloated and cumbersome bureaucracy work for ordinary Jamaicans and Jamaican businesses. We will deliver for Jamaica. Aspire, as his new program is called, is just another PR exercise. It does not inspire and can only expire. The JLP government will continue to fail the people. Furthermore,
hey man, I know I'll be ad-libbing, but he's just made he's so on point. The Prime Minister has made so many empty promises, and it goes back to the first time he was elected, when he told them that they would have a fixed election date. And they haven't had a fixed election date yet. And that's something he could do very easily, right? And the other thing that he promised was that we wouldn't have these long terms of government. They would cut out this long term where the government has all this time. No. It was going to be a short time. He was going to change things. And now we haven't seen that either. So everything that he promised that was tangible for him to actually do from that time, it's been 9 years, from that time till now, his track record says he says a bunch of stuff and then he doesn't follow through with it, no matter how easy it actually is to follow through with, because some people's going to argue, well, COVID came and this came, so what does COVID have to do with him making sure it's a fixed election day? What does COVID have to do with him making sure they change the electoral situation in a way that it serves the people more. And these politicians is not just in government forever and taking our tax dollars forever, ever, and not performing. Where was this performance-based grading that he promised so much things, and it sounded so good to the people because he was telling them exactly what they wanted to hear, but he never ever fulfilled on one of those promises that the people actually wanted him to fulfill. And it's a damn shame. And the chicken have come to roost. The people of Jamaica have spoken, and they are absolutely done with this man. They are the JLP support base is delusional, disrespectful, and destructive. That's where they're at right now. Delusional, disrespectful, and destructive. Those are the 3 D's that their radical support base is going on with. I'm telling you, man, what? Let's continue.
This is a government without credibility to back up promises. 8 of their members of parliament, including the Prime Minister himself, are under investigation for the corruption offense of illicit enrichment. It is a blot on Jamaica's international image and reputation. No Prime Minister can lead the country with credibility when he remains under such a cloud when it comes to his own financial integrity. The promised reduction of the rate of general consumption tax on electricity will not impact the majority of JPS customers who consume less than 150 kilowatt hours per month of electricity and already benefit from the tax exemption introduced by the Portia Simpson Miller administration. In fact, the greater savings from the tax rate reduction will accrue to wealthier customers who consume more electricity. What is needed is strong and capable leadership to drive down electricity costs in Jamaica through a transformation of the energy sector. The PNP.
All right, so if you guys just to give you guys a facts and evidence on what he just talked about, take a look at my screen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, that's the road. My bad. That's road maintenance. My bad. I'm gonna find it. I got it. Let's continue.
He has a plan to achieve this and a shadow minister with a track record of achieving it. We will bring modern legislation as we've done before and massive investment to the energy sector. And for that, our record speaks for itself. The meager break in market fees for craft vendors does not address their plight. They want a level playing field for doing business. The craft markets are in a terrible state, turning off visitors, and nothing is being done to encourage tourists to visit the craft markets so that craft vendors can make money. The People's National Party will ensure that government doesn't shirk its responsibility to make the tourism industry benefit our craft vendors and other locally owned businesses. And the last thing I will say to this.
Now, Miss Genesis, as a Jamaican that's living in Canada, if you heard Mr. Golden's speech, oh my God, and you graded it with your with your know-how, man, I would love to see you break that down, Miss Genesis, honestly.
Point is that the so-called reverse income tax credit is to be turned into a $20,000 money giveaway. It is a blatant, run-with-it, vote-buying scheme for the next election. And it's taking place at a time when the economy is contracting and experiencing negative economic growth. However, the recent by-elections in Morant Bay and Annan Town show that the Jamaican people are not for sale and are determined to have a change of government. Thank you.
All I can say is that
before he goes in on that, I really need to show y'all this clip, this evidence right here. Okay, here we go. Yes, this is it. Oh, perfect. 2012. I found it. I found it, y'all. I found it. I found the documents. Got him. Want to make sure we show the facts and evidence to what Mr. Golden mentioned about the light and everything that the PNP did and helped the people. We got Splash Digi in the building. We got Marlene Niels. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Remember to hit the like button, share the live. Look at this. Now look at this. Nah, this not the one. My bad. This the one right here. This the one right here. So we got to go to here. This was June 5th, 2012. The government has removed the general consumption tax on electricity bill for all residential customers, making good on an election promise. That's the PNP. This was announced by Prime Minister the Most Honorable Portia Simpson Miller on June 5th. This is the facts and evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Take a long look. Take a long look. This is the facts and evidence on the matter. All right, let me see. I can scroll up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can zoom in and scroll up. I like this. Yeah, so there we go. It's pretty bold and easy for you to read. While making her contributions to the 2012-2013 budget debate in the House of Representatives, we made a promise before the election to relieve the burden of the GCT on electricity, particularly for the poor and struggling middle class, she said. Right? Now, let's go to the next clip right here. It said, this is the first part of it. Light bills will go up. You can't make this up. Oh my God. So in 2012, she dropped the taxes, right? The general consumption tax was removed. And when the JLP went into power, 2017, March 11th, what does that say? Light bill will go up. President and CEO of the JPS Public Service, Kelly Toblin, says most of our customers will likely see an increase, ladies and gentlemen, in their electricity bill. This, as the government yesterday announced, let's go to the next one here. The change was announced yesterday by the Finance Minister Audley Shaw during his budget presentation. A 16.5% general consumption tax, GCT, will be added to the bill of all JPS customers who use more than 150 kilowatt hour monthly. Minister Shaw says the move will not affect 61% of residential customers. However, Ms. Toblin says average electricity usage is going up and is currently above that threshold. So the JLP was telling everybody that it won't affect 61% of the customers. So don't worry. We reversed what the PNP did in 2012, which is this. My bad, y'all. Sorry. They reversed what the PNP did in 2012, right? See, it's right there. They reversed this in 2017, and then they're telling the people, oh, it's not going to affect. It's not going to. What's going on with Nightbot? It's not going to affect the people. And JPS was like, nah, our data tells us it's definitely going to affect the people. So yeah, you know, it's like it should have been assigned to us from then how out of touch the JLP actually is in regards to the ins and outs of operations with everything, you know, like just governing the country. It's very, very sad, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that. That was a point that Mr. Golding made in his speech just now. All right, let's continue. I believe Mr. General Secretary came on, and he had a few words to say, not a lot, you know, just a few words. Let's just put this in there.
We stand with you. We say power. We say change are coming. And guess what? Andrew Wallace, your time come. Remember that.
Gentlemen, I watched the conference on Sunday in two capacities. First, I watched as the General Secretary of the People's National Party, and of course, I watched in my capacity as the spokesperson for agriculture, fisheries, and rural development. And I will have some remarks in both capacities. One of the truest measures to determine good management of production and supply of any crop is the relative stability of prices on a weekly and monthly basis within any given year. The government's management of a flagship program to reduce onion imports through its import substitution initiative provides the clearest indicator of its management inability. Minister Green speaks glibly about the establishment of storage facilities, and yet farmers suffered losses earlier this year when production exceeded the monthly requirement of 850,000 kilograms. And they had no appropriate storage facilities, prices were depressed, and inadequate storage facilities resulted in crop deterioration and resultant losses. Recall the cries of the farmers in his constituency of Southwest St. Elizabeth that had to discard of their onions. The supply management of onions has had a significant impact on the consuming public. Recall the lamentations of the consuming public last year and the year before when prices unbelievably reached over $1,000 per kilogram. This should not happen with the application of good.
Did you guys hear that? Over $1,000 per kilogram. Yo, y'all think he's lying? Let me show you a picture.
Management. The total consumption on a yearly basis is known, so it's relatively easy to determine the quantity to be imported without displacing whatever local production exists at any given time in the production cycle. Over the last 5 years, 2019 to 2023, the average annual prices moved from $448 per kilogram to $740 per kilogram, an increase of 65%, or an average yearly increase of 13%, which is way above the annual inflation rate. This can neither be good stewardship of a flagship program nor purposeful management of the variables that affect the average consumers. The management of imported supplies was equally inadequate. The price of imported onions moved from an annual average of $468 per kilogram in 2019 to $783 in 2023, an outturn of 67% over the period and a yearly average of 13.5%. Again, significantly above the annual inflation rate. This cannot be good management and exposes Minister Green's assertion of a build-out of appropriate facilities is hollow. Another product falling under the flagship import substitution program has had no better management. In 2014, the past PNP administration was able to achieve 90% production of Irish potatoes. And now the JLP has reversed those achievements to levels below 70%.
No, look at the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Right? What does that say? Can you see that clearly? How much kilograms is that? And you see how much Jamaican is that? Man, listen. The prices of stuff is through the roof. Through the roof. A lot of restaurants are not even giving you the type of vegetables you would normally get because they would have to increase the price of the meal. And I dare say it's some trash ass vegetable because it's not ours. We don't know what they did to it. I don't trust it. And it is what it is. You feel me? That's just my opinion. It's trash. It's trash.
In 2023, 6,852 kilograms of Irish potatoes was imported, representing a 43% increase over 2022 figure of 4.7 million.
A 43% increase of imported goods, guys. That's almost half. That's wild. Why you think the prices of everything has gone through the roof? It's insane. I shop in the who? Man, hell no.
This requires a special audit to determine why the efforts of the ministry are failing rather than providing the expected results.
I agree. I really agree. I believe, how you doing, Aldiano? Splash Dizzy, salute. And guys, participate in the poll. Yes, gentle reminder to hit the like button and share the live with 10 people. Of course, don't keep this information to yourself, man. What are we doing? But I agree, there needs to be an audit.
Around here if you touch my leg, I love. Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. Now try. Don't Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? Diddy, get the hell out of the studio.
Kara Augustus, subscribe to the channel.
You about to move some furniture around here if you touch my leg.
Wow, I had the alerts pause. Now all of them is coming in at once. Anyway, we need an audit done. I believe it's sabotage. I believe it's sabotage on a global level. What is going on with the food and the prices? I truly believe it. I believe that there's a certain individual out here that wants to monopolize food, the seeds. There are certain entities that wants to do that, to control us, to have us under bondage, under the one world order that they're working so hard to achieve. I've been trying to tell people, this man that's in government, Andrew Holness, according to prophecy, is literally working for that order. Literally sold us out completely. This entire administration should be banned from Jamaica. Never to be involved in any of our political procedures moving forward. I only pray God that God takes over and put his people in place to save this country from what I think is going to be inevitable for a lot of other parts of the world. It ain't going to be pretty, man. It ain't going to be pretty. Talking about they giving us back $20,000 of our money. Make it make sense. And everybody's not going to get $20,000. And they didn't even set a threshold as to what's the criteria for us to get $20,000. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we already know population control at its finest. Yes. Who don't starve? They hope they get sick and take medication and probably, the rest. Yeah.
When we look at polling in the country, one of the topical issues is cost of living.
Come on, man.
The hollowed attempts that were made on Sunday does not address the cost of living crisis. Yep. If you were to go to Megamart, a pound of lettuce, $814.
A pound of lettuce, Do you know how lettuce, we know, I'm just saying, lettuce is it's lettuce. Like $800 for a pound of lettuce? Bruh.
A pound of cabbage, $380.
Yo, cabbage is like the cheapest thing you could buy to survive. Literally. Like if you eat cabbage and like saltfish, and saltfish is expensive, but if you should eat cabbage, a lot of cabbage, you probably lose a lot of weight if you eat more cabbage. But man, $300 a pound now? That's wild. Cabbage never used to go over like $100 a pound. It used to teeter between like, 80 a pound, then, went to 100, but 300?
A pound of Irish, $400. A pound of carrots, $550. A pound of red pepper, $900. A pound of sweet pepper, $600. I was tempted today to bring a basket to repeat what the Prime Minister did when he said what could hold in a basket for $10,000. But when I checked, the price of the basket was more than the $10,000, so I aborted the mission.
Shots fired. Oh!
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
We said ask the people in the chat to send videos of Andrew Holness' hometown in Cumberland Road to see the development. It's a shame. Hey, anybody in Cumberland Road? Hey, my number is 1-876-451-6535. You can send me the pictures to see the development in Cumberland Road, because the other day they was talking all this smack about Mark Golden and his constituency, and he's not even in power. And Andrew Holness is the one that told us that, listen, the MPs don't get no money. So I'm trying to figure out, if the MPs don't get no money, why are you mentioning the development in the, like, you got to give them money to develop the constituency. They talking about Mark Golden should use his own money because he's rich. Like, really? You really want to go there? Well, apparently the prime minister is very rich too, so why isn't he using all his money to develop this area? Make it make sense. It's just some stupid, dumb argument. They got the whole budget to use. They got more people in the House. They got the numbers in the House of Representatives. Like, they got power to do what they want to do. Why isn't things working? Or do they have a plan? Or did the plan just didn't work? Like, what? Come on, man. Let's stop. Just stop lying.
When I look at what my electricity bill is, my bill came to $15,500. I look at how much GCT I'm paying, and it is $993. The 53% saving that I will get on a monthly basis is $547 Jamaican for the
maths now add up. Look at the maths. Let me play that back. Wow.
My electricity bill my bill came to $15,500. I look at how much GCT I'm paying, and it is $993. The 53% saving that I will get on a monthly basis is $547 Jamaican for the month. $547 Jamaican. It is the same as a pound of carrot at Losushan. 1 pound of carrot is what the government is offering to me as a productive citizen, as an attempt to say that they are cushioning the crisis.
Wow. Yo, put that into context. Yo.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Oh, I gotta clip that up separately when I get off here. Wow.
Agriculture currently only contributes about 9% of the gross domestic product, even though agriculture employs over 250,000 persons are registered as farmers. It is the largest employer of labor, but it is not making the commensurate contribution to the gross domestic product of the country. We have had an increase in our food importation bill. In 2016, when this government took office, food importation was at $838 million US. Last year, it went up to $1.4 billion US. And in
whoa, wait, what? I'm sorry, but these numbers are staggering. What? 840 or 850 something, right? $1 million, and then it went to 1.4. So all right. If you was to do the math, that's $500 million plus, right? That's almost 50%. Wait a minute. That is more than 50%. That is more than 50% of the actual figure that it was before. It was 800 and something, right? It was not 900,000, right? It wasn't 10. It wasn't a billion, right? So half of 800,000 plus is 450, 425, and you telling me you went over 500,000 in the amount onto what you already have? Now you're looking at 50-something%. Oh, damn, man. Oh, my God. It increased 50-something%. Yo, we in trouble. We are in trouble.
Product of the country. We have had an increase in our food importation bill. In 2016, when this government took office, food importation was at $838 million US. Last year, it went up to what?
It was 838 million. 838. Half of 838 is 420. And it went to what?
$1.4 billion US. And
1.4 billion. So that's $500 $162 million? God, what?
Increase of 75% under this administration. What they're doing is that they're importing more, they're producing less. By any metric, the Minister of Agriculture may be very good at promoting parties, but when it comes on to agriculture, he is...
Oh my God, shots fired again.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk. So for those who don't know, we gotta put it into full context for the people that are listening, that are from overseas as well. The Minister of Agriculture is Floyd Green. You notice what he said about Floyd Green? He's very good at keeping parties, but he don't know how to actually, deal with agriculture. Let me show you exactly what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Lord have mercy. Hey, yo. Lord have mercy. Dayton Campbell, man. Dr. Dayton Campbell don't play, bro. Yo, what? Look at this. This is no movement day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the party day.
No movement day.
That's Floyd Green right there behind this lady. Right here. To the right. That's him right there. That's another senator, Mr. Bellamy. Right? And this is no movement day. In the pandemic, when nobody could go anywhere, they were having a blast at this spot. At this, wherever this was. And I don't want the music, but look, show a labor right. Yay! And they were screaming. They were screaming no movement day. They're not wearing no mask. We talking about look at this. They in the club. They got the old club to themselves. Girls twerking. Oh, they were having a ball when nobody couldn't move. It was a VIP. You know what I'm saying? And this man was not charged a single dime. I'm going to say it again. Floyd Green was not charged a single dime by the government of Jamaica for violating C-19 rules. This government has zero respect for the little man. I'm telling you, I don't forget none of that stuff they did in the pandemic. I don't know what people talking about when they're telling me, oh, yeah, shower labor. I'm like, did y'all forget? Did y'all forget what Floyd Green did? Floyd Green did? Did y'all forget that Andrew Holness did not, he didn't charge him? What's her name? The DPP that's responsible for prosecution. Oh, so because he's connected to the prime minister and the government. Oh, he gets special treatment allegedly. Oh, so everybody else was charged hundreds of thousands of dollars in the pandemic. The only country that did that shit for all different types of violation. But one of the biggest violation, multiple people. He had what my president called it, big gathering. He had, and if he's listening to this, he know I'm talking about him. Big gathering. They had a big ass gathering, y'all, and nothing came out of that. Absolutely nothing. He was in charge. They said he resigned, then he was back. Like nothing happened, and he's been back, and I'm so pissed that he's getting our tax dollars. I'm so pissed that he is getting our tax dollars. This is the nepotism and cronism and straight corruption of this Jamaica Labour Party and all of their sins. All of their sins will be reminded on this platform because they don't deserve to be in government. All of them should be kicked out and removed. 8 people on the investigation for solicit enrichment. 8, including the Prime Minister. Can't declare your goddamn assets. What kind of shit is that? A disgrace to the entire world. The entire world just disgracing Jamaica, making us look bad. Walking around like everything is peaches and cream. Talking crazy. Empty promises. But the reality is staring in our face. It's grim. Look at the price of goddamn food, bruh. Look at the price of food. Look at the price of tomatoes. Floyd Green have a portfolio. And listen, They got a 200 to 300% increase on their money. These wicked sons of took a 200 and then Nigel Green left us and ran off to the IMF after he destroyed this economy. It's like he knew it was gonna happen. Oh, the economy is about to go down. The jig is up. I'm about to go. Goodbye. And they gave that man a warm, hey, Julian Robinson, y'all, I got a plight against you, my brother. Giving Nigel Clark props. I'm looking at you sideways, dog. Real talk. Julian Robinson of the PNP, I'm looking at you sideways, bro. I don't do colors, you heard? I look off merit. I'm looking at you sideways. Ain't no way you can give Nigel Clark props. And the economy is where it's at. You telling me that he set it so well for us to be in a goddamn decline right now? He's worse than Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. With what they did to the economy, is well, they out right now. But I'm just saying, he's worse than them. Talking about he's a bright and shining what? Look at the price of tomatoes. 1.8 kilograms of tomatoes, $4,725. Where? How, Sway? How? I'm sorry I went off on a tangent, but these dudes be triggering me sometimes, man. What the hell going on, man? We got to tell the truth. We have to tell the truth. This is crazy. All the details are there to show you. And you think I haven't even started, bro. When I'm done with this speech, let me done with this speech. I'm going to show you some facts and evidence like a mug. Y'all stick around and share this live. Shit is crazy. Man, what?
Is a failure. If you want to say you like him, then say that. But an assessment of his stewardship in agriculture is that of failure.
Go back. My bad.
Up to 1.4 billion US dollars, an increase of 75% under this administration. What they're doing is that they're importing more, they're producing less. By any metric, the Minister of Agriculture may be very good at promoting parties, but when it comes on to agriculture, he is a failure. If you want to say you like him, then say that. But an assessment of his stewardship in agriculture is that of failure. The agro-parks. Go and visit. I am sure investigative journalism is not dead. Go and visit any agri-park you would like, and you will find idle lands inside of those agri-parks. You understand why production is down. He spoke about putting land titles into the hands of persons. This administration has taken some of the most arable lands with the infrastructure in Bernard Lodge and given it for housing purposes. They have caused less arable lands to be under production by their own doing. In relation to irrigation, only 12% of the arable lands in Jamaica currently have irrigation. He speaks about the irrigation project in St. Elizabeth, which is not a brainchild of his. I suspect that he's trying to be like the Prime Minister and try to father a road that he did not conceive when they named the highway after former Prime Minister Edward Seaga, even though he opposed its construction. It is in keeping with their nature. After
No, that point that he just raised about the highway being named after Seaga, I did not remember that. I did not remember that Seaga opposed the making of the highway. And because the JLP went into power, they have so little shame that they actually named the highway after somebody that, one, doesn't deserve it, two, opposed it, and three, never, I don't think he ever built one. I don't think he ever built a highway in Jamaica. That's crazy. This is their nature, ladies and gentlemen. They blame the PNP for everything. Don't give them no credit, but then they want to give the honor to the JLP. Well, I'm learning more and more every day. So guess what? We're going to expose some truths. Crazy.
9 years. And 8 members of parliament being investigated for illicit enrichment. They now say to the public, it is your turn. An admission that the first 2 terms were for them and their cronies.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, I see what you did there, Dr. Nathan Campbell. Yeah, they definitely said that. They said, this is your time. We want to finish what we started. Wow. They be low-key admitting all their corruption. Oh, we got the beautiful Miss Collins in the building. Miss Collins. Oh, my God. Miss Collins is in the building. What's up? I don't know if I got it. Yeah, let me find it. But, yo, I'm telling you, man. These dudes is wild, man. They have been spitting it off face, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about all the way, just like no regard. You feel me? Where is it? I can't find it. You're lucky, Miss Collins. You're lucky I can't find it.
Prime Minister says his MPs are not performing after 300% increase, and now they want to say give them another term. What can go so?
Yo, yeah, that is I just said that a while ago. The Prime Minister literally told the people that literally give them more money, give them more pay, and they will perform better. And now he's admitting that a bunch of his MPs are not performing, and he's calling them out to perform. Didn't you tell us that if you pay them more money, they would perform, sir? Then you didn't. You was either in error, you tricked the people, or you just lied because you know it wouldn't work. You just told us, you just gave them something to hold on to. Yeah, pay them more money and they'll perform better. You know, listening to the Prime Minister and seeing the results that he yields tells me I should not listen to him. That's what it tells me. Yeah.
Limits. This Prime Minister lobbied for 2 terms as the limit for a Prime Minister. Now he's campaigning for a 3rd term. We will not have it. 9 years of bad roads. This government cut out the road maintenance fund. So when you drive on any road in Jamaica, you see cars on the side. They're not just parked there. They've suffered damage to their cars. Punctures. I myself had 2 punctures on one side of the vehicle in Holland Bamboo. The roads in Jamaica, as admitted by all of the speakers at the Labour Party conference, they're in a turbulent.
When the sun is rising in the east, night falls in the west.
I'm telling you, yo, nothing that is not supposed to happen don't happen. I'm just gonna pull up that piece of information that he's talking about with the road maintenance. Oh yeah, we gonna go into it, ladies and gentlemen, because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. Ministry of Finance measure 2017. I'm just gonna do a whole segment on that alone because it's a document that I need to read. But yeah, he's on point when he talks about the road thing. I'm gonna show you the facts and evidence. All right, what's going on here?
So I finish with the on one side of the vehicle in Holland Bamboo. The roads in Jamaica, as admitted by all of the speakers at the Labour Party conference, they're in a terrible condition. And so I finish with the words of the chairman of the Labour Party. They inside the JLP know that time come for change. Thank you very much.
Ron said, "Bolo, everybody miss on Sunday in an Andrew speech. Him no ask for your term. Him himself like normal. Him ask for the JLP to give the JLP another term. Him have a plan." Oh, I did not catch that. You listening?
The PNP back in 2012, heading on up into 2016, had a social water mechanism within the NWC where pensioners and those that are on path would pay a certain percentage, a certain amount. I think it was $500 at the time it was capped. This was removed from the NWC. And I'm asking you, if it was removed, what are the reasons why it was removed? Our teachers, firemen, police, farmers, nurses, taxi drivers, and even some of the current pensioners will not see any benefit from what was announced on Sunday. If you really want to help the customers of the NWC or the citizens of Jamaica who are faced with hardship, first thing you'd want to do is to cap it or create a flat rate for the $3,000 gallons that the citizens use monthly. Another thing, again, you pay dollar for dollar in terms of sewage and water. You could cut back, you could have made an announcement if you really wanted to help those that are suffering, you could reduce the sewage by anywhere between 25 and 50%. We agree that after 9 years, there's no prosperity and there's hardship on the land. But in this party, we agree to help the poor, help the pensioners, and all the other stakeholders. But it must be met with a clear policy framework, research, consultation, board approval, management execution that speaks to a clear vision for the NWC. Water is too important to the people of this country to be taken or used as a political football in an election season. Thank you.
Couldn't have said it better myself, no boss. Couldn't have said it better myself. That is it. Oh, Miss Collins.
What? Stop the presses. Hold on. We have royalty in the house, ladies
like and share, guys. Like and share.
We have royalty in the house. First Lady Collins has graced the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything.
First Lady Collins! I'm so excited. Welcome. Thank you so much for reaching the little corner of, GO3P in the landscape of YouTube from New Crescent Road, Hill Lane Drive. Honey, how are you doing? Listen, modus operandi around here. What did you eat? What did you drink?
Shout out to Miss Genesis. Miss Genesis is here, man, and you here. I had to do it, man. I had to do it. That was an intermission, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get to the next situation here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the next situation. So that's that part, right? We gotta go to the actual facts and evidence of what Mr. Dayton Campbell talked about, right? In terms of road maintenance. We got the article, I got the picture, and I got the article set up. Before I do, I want to go to this video right here because this lady is the boss. I'm talking about, she absolutely rubbed out the Prime Minister. My goodness. Sheesh. Let's get to it. So after the conference Sunday, the people of Jamaica, is reacting on social media. And the lady that you see on your screen, well, that's not her. Okay. Sorry, ma'am. I apologize and I'm sorry. That's a man right there. After him. Well, here we go. This lady that you see on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. She has not mixed the words. She even got a song for Andrew Holness. She got a song for all comrades. But before we go to the song, let's hear what she has to say to Andrew Holness. Shout out to DC Entertainment. This is his, well, I don't know if it's a his or her, but yeah, it's their clip. So, fair use, fair use. Let's get it.
Stop make the little crowd come out. The little crowd come out. Get to no head. Because remember, not one of them labor right people that come out after them own will. Remember, say buy them to come out. Or them use money and then use food to get them out there. And remember that the people them are suffer, them hungry. You can't start living high, they don't have it. None of them come out there because they don't have Sunday dinner to cook. And the Andrew government them
Emotional damage. Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Man, how you going? Man, and she ain't lying either. There's clips. I've played clips of people arguing over $5,000. They ain't get their money or $10,000 or whatever. They was not gonna board the bus unless they got money to board the bus. This is how disgraceful this situation is, ladies and gentlemen, in the country. To go to support their party, well, what I've heard is that the people are taking the money and they are gonna vote him out. That's what I heard. There's a lot of people that's false flagging, so to speak, wearing green, but deep down, man, listen, when election come, boy, they gonna put that X beside anything else but the bell. But let's continue.
Them can't cook Sunday dinner. So them a get it free after Andrew, they will come. Enough people come, they're not busy with Andrew. Andrew not getting them vote. Come and talk to enough labor, right? Them only go get to them if you get. Them now vote for Andrew.
Damn.
You understand? Andrew now get them vote. So now make that look crowd, don't see when them a show somebody said more crowd about it, oh, they did have this a crowd. Listen, that is just a sham. You understand? Tell Andrew Holness and then team said, don't eat short money and food and safe and get crowd. And see if nobody follow him. I buy the people them to come out because me here say in a dark night. Them a walk on in a night like them a witch. I pay the people them to come out to give them the look of crowd. I beg, one woman say I beg them, beg her to come and give her money to come.
That is funny, honey. That's funny.
Yo.
Oh my God, that is funny.
So you telling me they was going out at night visiting people, allegedly? Allegedly. Shout out to Rodney. You telling me they was going out at night visiting people's homes and buying their favor to come to the... Yo, that is wild. But hey, Isaac Buchanan, you caused all of this. Isaac Buchanan running for Portland. Oh man. Hey, you are the reason why these people are... Man, listen. Boy, the PNP got these people. They shook, boy. They shook. That crowd that the PNP have everywhere they go, hey, they shook.
I beg them beg. When they're supposed to in a them bed them up on the road, I beg people at them come at them yard, I beg them that night.
Damn.
I give them t-shirt and money.
Damn.
You know idiot? That I love.
For my Americans that don't understand what she's saying, she says that the present leading party of Jamaica, the government, representatives, was going out late at night giving people in different constituencies shirt, the green shirts that they wear with money fold in it. That's what I've heard from several people in the streets. That's how they cipher money to them. So they come to these events and they support the party. All right. That's what they do. Yeah, man, here's a shirt and the shirt got $5,000, $10,000 in it. That's what they do. Right. So, man, listen. And that's alleged, by the way. That's what people say. They're telling me their experience. So this is not me lying on anybody. This lady is saying the same thing that she heard. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, allegedly.
Andrew, a big crowd and pay for crowd that. You understand? I'm in a wrong them. Go and take the money and the food. Right. Go take the money and the food. But when the right day come, we're not going to dress up in the green same way and vote out them nastiness. Take them money and them food and vote them out. You understand? We need a better Jamaica.
No.
And the party have to come out of Jamaica because we don't want it there.
No, that's
you
your
understand? Me not wrong them go and take it because the people them say uno come at their yard.
No, me personally wouldn't take the money, you know, because you see, this government is alleged. Well, I wouldn't even say allegedly. According to the prophet and the prophetesses, they are engaged in spiritual wickedness. So I wouldn't take their money because it's not good money. Not all money is good money. If I know the money coming from the politician, especially the JLP side, I ain't taking it. No, sir.
Pay them to come. The people never come out of half of them own. I pay no can remember say, well, I'm not exposing on no. So what have to say? Talk to me.
Man, this lady is funny, boy. So what happened? Why the internet doing me like that? Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, it kind of dropped. It's gonna come back.
Yo, very embarrassing, you know. Yeah, man, labor, you know, embarrassing down to the core.
Very embarrassing.
I see a video I go on yesterday where some people up on a bus a fight in a corridor and a fight. But now left if they don't get the money.
Yep.
Go on the most way. Where people are gonna rampant because the most bad word. People mad to get all a fight. Then now left until they get money.
Sassy.
$5,000 each them.
What's up, Sassy?
A $5,000 people are using to sell out themselves for. A $5,000 people are using to sell out them grand picnic and them picnic and them grand picnic 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 generation for $5,000 for one whole year. A 365 days in a year, you know. So if you break down the $5,000, you know, you work after $13.70 per day. Per day.
So these people are literally selling out their kids, their grandkids, for $13.70 per day. $13 Jamaican and 70 cents. That's what you're selling out your vote for. Not results, not bridges being built, children being secured in schools. What are you advocating for? There's so much things you could advocate for, but you're selling out your vote for those things. Make it make sense, man. This is what we doing as a people in 2024 in Jamaica. We haven't come out of this dirty culture of taking money, this handout situation. We haven't evolved from that yet. This is why politicians don't respect y'all. Whoever y'all are that actually take money from politicians, they don't respect you. They don't. I'm gonna show you who they respect in a minute.
Yeah, $13 we not even can buy ice cement. $13.70 per day. And so they brought down the $13.70 in a 24 hour or 57 cents per hour. Bombard, 57 cents per hour.
57 cents per hour.
And that the people them a fight for. And that the people them a sell out themselves for. And that the people them a sell out them further 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 generation for. And that the people them a sell out themselves for. To big up themselves for broker than in friend them alone, rich and company and comfortable. Yeah, $5,000 them a sell out them soul for, them country for. $13.70 a day, 57 cents an hour. It's a shame and a disgrace, an indictment for the Jamaican people. If you uno, that take $5,000 to sell out to no pitney. Just for one day belly full, you sell out to no country for 5 years, the money go there in a power, and take $5,000 from them for 5 years. You worthless, you is a scoundrel, and you no count. Better if you go for free.
Worthless. Let me not even play this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you somebody where them ladies and gentlemen. This is somebody now. Man, what? This is somebody that they respect. This lady right here. Listen to this lady. Talk to the Prime Minister.
My name is Charlene. I'm a craft trader at the Oceans Craft Market. I've been here for as long as I've known, going to school, coming back from school, and assisting my mom at the shop that she inherited from her mom. So it's a generational pass down. I've gone to school, I've gone to college. I've actually done a little bit of nursing, and I'm actually back into the shop that was handed down from my mom. It goes to say, I want to lament on what the Prime Minister spoke about in conference yesterday, which I am not really pleased. It's a drop in a bucket for me, for you to, and I think it's an insult for you to come and tell me, hey, you're going to give me a waiver for my shop rent for the period of December and January, and then you went to extend it until June when the ship here opened. Listen to me, Mr. Prime Minister. You're not going to be nice to you because this is way off of what my problem and my concern is. I have related my concern to my president in this market, and I know she had put it in letter of what my concern is. I'm having a grave issue in getting my shop into a transfer state where I can apply for a JTB license, so I can go to the bank and open an account just to know that I can, when the bank asks me a reference, where do I get my money from, I can say I'm a craft trader. This is a grave issue. Not for you to come and tell me that you're going to assist me in paying my shop rent. I don't want somebody to give me fish. I like to fish for myself. I'm a very independent woman. You take a look in the craft market. Look at behind here. Look at the state. This place has been like this forever since I've known it, from I was a child coming up. And I haven't seen any repairs done. Where is the millions? Where is the millions that you're saying this is $1 million ministry? Where is it? I am so pissed off. I had to come here speaking to one of my colleagues here this morning because of what the statement you have made. I am not pleased. I'm a very, very prominent woman. I'm a very independent woman. I don't want somebody to tell me you're going to help me pay rent. Pay rent for what? I want to make my money. You come in here and you fix this property. Where's the millions going to? That same ship here, we have to pay to go out there. Where's those millions that we pay to go out there? Those millions that we're paying to go out there to make $1. Those millions should be coming back into this market to try and build it. Where I don't have to lift up these heavy goods to go out here to make $1. I have to get up 4 o'clock in the morning, drag bags and everything to go out there, and then you're going to look at me in big conference and telling me that you think I'm frightened over you paying a rent. 6 to 8 months rent for me. Do you think I'm frightened over that? I am not frightened over it. I'm not in that chitty-chatter way. I don't know where this country going to, you know, but I'm not going down with the sinking ship, sir. So you just really go around in circle and come back again. Come back with a strategy because that's not what we're asking for. Why didn't you think about getting a bus and getting a bus for us so we can shuckle tourists off of the boat to take the shock on the tourists of what people coming in here? We have 30 people going out on the ship here. Every month, 30 people out of 300 car traders in here. 30 more have to be fed out here and we have to wait again for another set to go out there to eat. And you're going to tell me you're going to pay my shop rent for what? So I must wait for 4 or 5 months, dying of hunger for my rest of my colleagues to eat before I come and wait for going on the ship here. Do you know the operation of going out on the ship here, sir? Do you know the depth of operation that is going on in this country? I'm wondering, sir. I am wondering. And I'm displeased because I'm a boat owner. I'm not a dietic labourite. I am not a dietic PNP. But I did vote for you, so I'm not scared to tell you. I vote for you because I thought you were young. You were going to come with better. 18 years, you keep on. I hate this country coming to talk about 18 years of what the PNP done. Listen, we know what they did. I voted for you to give you a chance to do better or make some changes. I don't see any changes. I've seen worse. I feel like I'm in shackles. If my mom was alive right now, I'm in shackles.
Right.
The country, the Jamaican people, the craft trader was the foundation that I've born to go and see. I've seen my grandmother make something out of this. I've seen my mother make something, and I here want to make something out of this. And I'm being bound. So where's the generational wealth for the rest of the generation to come? What about my child and my great-grandchildren to come, sir?
Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm talking about, man, listen. Oh, yeah. I think it's done right there. Woo! Man, y'all go watch that yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Go watch that yourselves. Yeah. Go watch that yourselves, alright? So, that's the situation. That's somebody right there, ladies and gentlemen, that we should be like, yeah. That's everybody should be on that type of time right now. Everybody should be on that type of time. But we want to close out back with this lady right here. Man, when that lady spoke, I mean, man, it's something about hearing the truth. It gets me excited. I don't know about anybody else, man, but the truth gets me excited. I like to see people liberated mentally so they can be liberated physically. Now, let's close out this particular reaction with this audio right here. Brand new track, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new track. Let's go. This might be an exclusive for some. I don't know. Probably never heard it before. But this is the new anthem. Let's get it. Check it out.
Dancehall music, get on the head and wind up and skin out, get on the blood clot, brother.
Hanjo, where you going with a conference Sunday, man? Who are that, man? Who fool you? I tell you that Mr. Mark Golden is here to school you. Anyway, comrades, don't stop at all. Pressure labor right until election call. Comrades, we not play neither hitch. Hanjo can't get third term in a this all when them thief the vote and pay for winning get stitch. Hanjo one live and poor people like 628 bank account and patrol one fix. I just the other day a man drown in a it. Comrades, don't stop at all. Pressure labor right until election call. Comrades, we not play neither hitch. Hanjo can't get third term in a this all when them thief the vote and pay for winning get stitch.
Jamaica.
We're not here. Brand new track. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me all the thing in the comment section about that. Cause full time now, time come now. We have to elevate and we have to lift up. You understand? We can't stay under them and blur it not pressure. Or it's not going to work. Not gonna work for me. I don't know about you, but for me, it's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely not going to fly. You understand? But anyway, let's get to the next thing, right? Remember to to follow me on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on all platforms. Please subscribe. Yes, yes. Alright, let me know what y'all think. Like and share. Alright? Yeah, man, you know we have to put up one there. Trust me, I have it on a soundbite next time. I see me go live. I have it on a soundbite. That's true. Time was against me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so busy. I'm doing everything today. Cleaning up, all these things. So, me I go live now. I don't know if I go live later. You understand? I don't know. I don't think I'll be putting out any content today more than the recordings that I'm recording right now. You understand? So if people don't catch the live, they catch the recordings. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this blouse and skirt, ladies and gentlemen. And me not done yet because we still have an next reaction. As you can see, we have Pastor Peter Chambers queued up to the last. But this a part of the main event as well. Alright, it's all about the Road Maintenance Act. So we are going to show some facts and evidence. We are going to show some facts and evidence in this one about the Road Maintenance Act, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, follow me on all platforms. BOLO V&R 2.0, BOLO V&R Clips, and BOLO V&R. Remember to hit the like button coming through the gate. Please, it's free and it helps the algorithm. The donation link is pinned. For those that want to support the platform monetarily, it is called an anonymous link. Alright, it's a PayPal link, and you don't have to tell us your name. You know, you can donate and you know, support the platform that way and keep it anonymous. You feel me? And shout out to all my donators. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my day one. Shout out to all the new subs. Let's get into the content, man. Let's get into the content. Let me share my screen and show you what's really good. What time is it? What time is it? She said, what? Bolo, what? Bolo, did you see Andre last night? No, I didn't see it, but I gotta watch it. All right, let me go here. So, look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want any of it to block out. I want to make sure you can see clearly. So let me just edit this like this for you. I think that should be good right there. All right. So what does this say? This is from the official website. A dedicated fund for maintenance on the main road networks was established by the Road Maintenance Act 2002. Funding is received from the Inland Revenue Department on a monthly basis and is calculated at a third of the total collection of island motors license fee. So in the motorist license fee, a third is collected from that, right? 2.5% handling fee is deducted by the Inland Revenue Department for administration purposes, 2.5%. The fund is projected to receive an average of $360 million from this source. Ladies and gentlemen, this was in 2002, right? Disbursement to the fund commenced August 2003. Why do I bring this up? We have an issue with roads. What happened to the Road Maintenance Act of 2002? Well, let me show you what happened to it. Let me show you what happened to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read. This is a PDF file, all right, as you can see. Governor General's signature, 8th of December 2017. Isn't that the year when the JLP started? Their era, 2016-2017. What does this say? An act to repeal the Road Maintenance Fund Act and for connected matters, being acted by His Most Excellent Majesty, and by which the advice and consent of the Senate of the House of Representatives by authority of the same. This act may be cited as the Road Maintenance Act 2017 and shall come into operation on day to be appointed by the minister by notice published in the Gazette. In this act, unless context otherwise requires, assets, means, chosen in action, goodwill, rights, interests, and claims on every kind in or to property, whether arising from, occurring under, created, or evidenced by or subject of. Right? It goes further. Second page. An instrument or otherwise, whether liquidated or unliquidated act, contingency, or prospective or property of every kind, whether tangible or intangible, real or personal, corporeal or incorporeal, commencement date means the day appointed under section 1 for the coming into operation of this act. Liability means any liability, duty, or obligation, whether actual, contingent or prospective, liquidated or unliquidated, or whether owed alone or jointly and severally with any other persons. Right means any right, power, privilege, or immunity, whether actually, prospective, and contingent. The Road Maintenance Act is repealed. Right? It's repealed. Right? That's what happened in 2017. Right? On the commencement date, any monies held in any bank account in the name of or standing to credit of the Road Maintenance Fund shall be credited to the consolidated fund to be applied in payment of any liabilities of the Road Maintenance Fund which arose before the commencement date, and the Road Maintenance Fund is then to be closed. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. Follow me. You see what that? You read that part. Let's read that again. On commencement date, any money that is held in the bank, right? The bank account in the name of or standing to credit of the Road Maintenance Fund, which was established in 2003, right? What they say about that money? It shall be credited to the consolidated fund to be applied in payment of any liabilities of the Road Maintenance Fund which arose before the commencement date, and the Road Maintenance Fund is then to be closed. They closed it off. The consolidated fund shall be credited with any money that became payable, right, to the Road Maintenance Fund before commencement date, and that is paid after that date. If in an agreement, instrument, or any other document there is a reference to the special fund called the Road Maintenance Fund, that reference is, unless the context otherwise requires, to be read and have effect on and after the commencement date, is if were a reference to the consolidated fund. So this Road Maintenance Fund pretty much was transferred to what they call the consolidated fund, right? Any agreement, this is what I'm understanding, any agreement or instrument subsiting immediately before the commencement date to which the Board of Management of the Road Management Fund was a part or which contains a reference to. It goes down further. The board management of the Road Maintenance Fund has effect on and after the commencement date as if a government of Jamaica were substituted for the Board of Management of the Road Maintenance Fund as a party to the agreement or instrument. Any reference in agreement or instrument to the Board of the Management of the Road Maintenance Fund were, unless the context otherwise requires, amended to be or included a reference of Government of Jamaica. On and after commencement date, the assets and rights of the Road Maintenance Fund that were immediately before the date vested in the road maintenance fund vest in relation to real property in the commissioner of lands by force of this section, and in relation to personal property in the crown by force of this section. The liabilities of the road maintenance fund, including a share of liability immediately before that date, become by force on this section. The liability of the crown. Any proceedings or remedy that immediately before that date might have been brought or continued by or available against or to the road maintenance fund may be brought or continued and are available by or against or to the Attorney General. Man, they be writing these things just to try and confuse it, but I hope y'all are following. All right. All records and data of the road maintenance fund to the ministry with responsibility for works for and on behalf of the crown. On and after the commencement date, the functions, right? The functions conferred upon the Board of Management under the Act shall be performed by the minister with responsibility for works for and on behalf of the crown. Let's go to the next. It says, the operation of this act is not to be regarded as a breach of contract or confidence or otherwise as a civil wrong, as a breach of any contractual provision prohibiting, restricting, or regulating the assignment or transfer of assets, rights, or liabilities, or disclosure of information as giving rise to any remedy by party to an instrument, or as causing or permitting the termination of any instrument because of a change in beneficial or legal ownership of any assets, rights, or liabilities, as causing of contract or instrument to be void or otherwise unenforceable, as releasing or allowing the release of any surety. Section 15 says the Road Traffic Act is amended by deleting the marginal note and substituting thereof the following: payment of license duties and fees into the consolidated fund and parochial revenue fund. From subsection 1, the word subsection 2 and 3, and substituting therefore the words subsection 2 and subsection 3. Passed in the House of Representatives this day, the 4th of November, 2017. Pernell P. Charles, CDMP-JP Speaker. Right? It says right here, passed in the Senate this day, the 24th of November. Thomas Tavares Finson, CDQC-JP President. This print impression has been carefully compared by me with the authenticated impression of the foregoing act and has been found by me to be true and correct. Print copy said blah blah blah. What does this all mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, what it means is this that you're looking at right here, Mystic Sensation, blessings the general. Wagwan bossy, big up. What I'm understanding from this, and I'm glad Mystic is here. Mystic, you can call me, you know. You can call me for this one if you're available. What I'm understanding from this, ladies and gentlemen, is that the dedicated fund for maintenance of the road network that was established in 2002, where a third of the money collected was used for road maintenance. They scrapped it. They totally scrapped it. And this was done by the JLP. You see whose name is on the signature? Mr. Pernell Charles. Right? And you see the date. It was the JLP that was in power. Them scrap it. Them them send it in what is called the consolidated fund. And would I love if Mystic there in the Mystic Sensation there in the chat same way. As a man where, you know, is an investigator and is a seasoned veteran of them things. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Cause we not too big for correction. That is what I'm understanding from this document, ladies and gentlemen. Right? And if you don't want the document, you can link me on WhatsApp. I'm gonna give you the document and you can read it to yourself. Zine, I'm just showing a while ago. This was to maintain the roads. And we wonder why the roads in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, is not in a good condition. Why would they take away this? It says here 2.5% of the 360 million with them project for me would go to, you know, making sure that the people that work, they would get paid. It's called inland revenue. Right? Or you at work. Alright, boss, big up. Right? So 360 million could have helped in maintaining some roads around Jamaica yearly. And this is what they will collect from the license fee, island motor license fee. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there more people on the road now in 2024 than that time? Wouldn't the 360 million increase to probably, I don't know, probably 600 and something million, maybe even 800 million? It probably would have increased. Right? But hey, this is the decisions that they made. Right? And one of the other decisions that they made, and I showed before, was with the this is another document. Hold on there. Oh, the taxes, the consumption. Yes, this is about the light situation, right? Which I already showed this. You know what I mean? The removal of the taxes off our light bills was then put back by Ali Shah and the JLP, and now they want to take off 7%. They want to cut the 16.5% that they put up and give us now 7% because the people are crying out. This government is not proactive enough. This government is reactive, and this is my theory. I just feel like they want to pressure us and see how much pressure we can take. And then when them see that the people decide that they're not going to take any more pressure, and that's a little bit too late now in it, because what is happening is there's a shift going on. The people have spoken and them done with this government, and rightfully so. And I hope them stand for business, because we cannot afford this lifestyle under this government. Food is extremely too high. Your light bill is going up every month. They're not producing nothing. The same tourism that them say is the golden goose, they have fumbled that bag because all of the workers are upset. Every single worker in every single area in tourism is upset at this point. What I'm hearing on the ground is that people are being threatened in certain hotels by their management that if they protest, they are going to lose their job. And we need to get, this is why we need a government to protect our citizens. Right? So that is it on this particular document, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Mr. Dayton Campbell was right. They did remove the road act of 2002 and turned it into the consolidated fund. And yeah, we see the state of our roads now. That is something that they did, and they want to blame the PNP for everything. Come on, man. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm not a PNP, right? I'm a citizen, and I'm saying, based off the evidence, hey, listen, the whole entire Jamaica Labour Party, bro, y'all need to chill, bro. Y'all need to chill.
Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop!
And guess what? Guess what's gonna happen on election day when it's called?
Listen, man. Give them a PNP baptism when them drive through here. All the labor right, them have to go through this gauntlet. Them a get a PNP baptism.
That is it. That is it, Marky G. That is it. And here what go on now. Ladies and gentlemen. All the JLP people, and I hear to know.
What you labor right?
Love them same way. Love them the same way. Love them the same way. But you need a beating. You know, you need, when your father get beaten with love, or your mother get beaten with love, labor right, you need a beating for your support them foolishness and where government are going. Not because you a fool the government. You call them out. Big up Rosalie Hamilton. You call them out, man. When you see what they are suffer, you want government to make you suffer. And I tell you about give one next term. So we go suffer again. No, that means them not accelerating. I don't think we're not really pay attention. These guys are living lavish while the rest of us is. Let me show you somebody who need to know, in my opinion. Zine. I'm big up Jamaica Carlos. Right? Let me show you somebody who need to know if you don't know him as a leader. You see this gentleman right here? Ladies and gentlemen. You see this gentleman right here? Mr. Ibrahim Chard. Let me tell you something about Ibrahim Chard. Ibrahim Chard is around 36 years old now. He is the leader. He is the leader of Burkina Faso, a very small country in Africa. When this man became the president of Burkina Faso, you know what? One of the first moves that he did? He did an audit. That is the first thing that he did. He did an audit. The other thing that he did, he decided that, listen, what we're not going to do is have the people of the country living in a certain way and we live in lavishly. And he cut the amount of money that the politicians made, including himself. He cut it more than 50%. He cut their salaries. And we're talking about Jamaica, the reverse. Right? That is a man that is a caring government. That is a man that is a caring leader. And if you don't believe me, when you go do the research, we can't go dig up the video right now. It's well documented. This man cut the politicians' money around 50%, ladies and gentlemen. What did Andrew Holness and his government do? In a time when we were down and out, right? Going through the struggle of a pandemic, they saw it fit to increase their salary to up to 200 to 300%. Telling us that, yeah, you know, if you pay us better, we work better. Look at the state of the country now. And now he's telling us that his MPs are not working. Well, because you are backward thinking, right? You didn't realize that you don't reward failure. It was a backward statement to even say that if you pay them more, they're going to do better. It was a backward statement. When somebody is doing good, that's when you reward them. Oh, you guys are doing a great job. Let's give you a pay increase. They have a thing called encouragement strengthen labor. You understand? Ibrahim Chard, as a leader, understood where his country was in terms of the colonizers, the French, that they had to dig deep within themselves to take themselves out of dependence. But we have a government in Jamaica that seems to be comfortable with keeping us dependent. And one of the main things to show you and prove that this is true is that this man wants to transform the constitution and still hold the Privy Council as a part of our democracy, right? But yet still they want to violate Marky G's racial, they want to violate him racially. But he's the one that's saying, no, we need to remove the British. And Andrew Holness is the one that's a part of the Privy Council. You see, when I really look at the facts, it's quite clear, ladies and gentlemen. This government is operating against the best interests of the Jamaican people. It's very, very clear. I don't know how much Mystic Sensation, Talk Your Mind TV, Make We Talk TV, Andre, everybody. I don't know Aromatic. I don't know Anissa Belrose, Jamaica Hot Topic. I don't know what else are the vloggers going to do for you guys to realize the clear picture what we are paying based off of evidence and facts. This is not a caring government. They don't care about us. Right? And the way how they're operating is like, it's classism. Them only respect high ups. Them not respect the regular man. Right? I played the video of the lady in the craft market. The lady was disrespected by the fact that them are trying to PRN. She said, I don't want you to give me no fish. I want to make my money. Right? You must present the opportunities for me to make the money. Not give me, not pay my rent. That means I'm going to be dependent on you. You can't walk with your head high knowing that you're dependent on the government. I want to take $5,000 from these people. This is a leader you're looking at that's looking to empower his people in every way, shape, and form. When you go look into this man, Ibrahim Choi, I wish he was the president of Jamaica. I wish he was the prime minister of Jamaica. This is the type of leader we need. And to what is going on in Jamaica right now, in terms of the corruption, I believe we need a military leader like him. Somebody who is strong and know to deal with crime. Because the crime is such at a high level in the government where we need somebody like Ibrahim Choi to take these guys down legally and do what is necessary and bold. This man is a bold leader. Him not fear nobody, only God. That is the type of leader we need. You understand? And you know, Marky G is a legislator, so me I pray that him too, if him win, and I think he's going to win, I pray that he does the right thing when he wins for the Jamaican people. I really pray. So I'm going to tell me what you think about that, ladies and gentlemen, on that part of the reaction, alright? Yeah, man. It's a sad day in a Jamaica, man. You literally cannot buy food. It's so expensive. Man, if you buy one pinch of toothpaste for brushing teeth, what the hell can go so? Eh? What can go so?
Stop the cap.
What can go so? What can go so?
Crazy, man.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people.
Yeah, liberate the people, Bridget.
If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Alright. Now, alright, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the next and final clip for this particular show. I'm gonna get through it as fast as I can. The story of TD Jakes is a global one. The world is watching, and Mr. Chambers is very, very. I found another clip, ladies and gentlemen. And he mentioned Celestial again because, you know, what is happening to TD Jakes, you know, it's tying to her prophecy, you know, and a lot of people are like, oh, is Celestial's prophecy coming through? So these clips that I found of Pastor Peter Chambers was actually part 2 and part 3 of the first one that I showed you in my previous reaction. So without any further ado, guys, remember to like and share the video. Don't keep this to yourself. Alright, let's go into the video with Pastor Peter Chambers talking about TD Jakes' situation 10 months ago when the allegations came out against him as a man of God. Alright, listen.
A pleasant afternoon, one and all. This is your Apostle Elijah Peter Chambers, with part 2 with Celestial from the Master's Voice and the conclusion of Bishop T.D. Jakes. There's a scripture that has been hammering in my spirit for about a few days now, and maybe a week now, since the disgrace and the reproach of Bishop T.D. Jakes. And the Lord brought me to the scripture, 1 Timothy 3. It says, this is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire a good work. A bishop then must be blameless. That word blameless means whatever allegations, whatever lies that is brought against you, it must not be true. I can remember the Prime Minister of Jamaica and his cronies and the whole their team teamed up together, lied against me, brought an allegation that I sent him a death threat. When the Lord spoke to me that he will die, his wife, his son. The scripture said that God is no respecter of persons. It doesn't matter what status, what powers you carry, whether you're a president, a prime minister, a leader, a king, a queen. God is a God of all flesh, and he is the man that brings out the final word. The situation with Bishop T.D. Jakes, my son looked at me last week and he said, Daddy, it seems like you are affected by what has been happening to Bishop T.D. Jakes. If there is any one of you as minister who is celebrating the downfall of Bishop T.D. Jakes, something is wrong with you. The Bible said that if one is caught into a fall, he that is spiritual restores such a one with the spirit of meekness, considering yourself to be in the very same thing. As a leader, as a human being, and as a person, you feel it. But the Bible says that in the book of Psalm, chapter 107, 127 I should say, 127, it says here, except, let me quickly find it here. Oh Lord, quickly find the scripture. It says, except the Lord build the house, they labored in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain. If the foundation is not right, your kingdom is going to crumble. And I don't believe that if Bishop T.D. Jakes took about 40 to 30 years to build his ministry, and in the last, it took him 0 seconds to destroy all the years that he has taken to build his ministry. The book of Proverbs will declare that you are not wise. But I encourage Bishop T.D. Jakes, this is not the time to be defensive, to use whatever powers you have to block everyone, to oppose and to manipulate others. Because if you could remember, we all must be reminded of Bishop Eddie Long, that a prophecy was given to him by a minister and a prophetess, and he responded negatively, and we saw the demise of Bishop Eddie Long. It is sad that as ministers, because I'm not going to take myself out, I try my utmost best to walk worthy of the calling and to be blameless. I do everything in my power to protect my character. It is imperative that as a leader, you do everything in your power to protect your character.
You hear that, Andrew Wallace? And anybody else that's a leader, especially in government, you have to operate with a certain level of integrity, or at least try your utmost best to as a leader. There's so much lessons in this clip, or these clips that I'm about to play right now. I don't even want to stop it too much. Let's continue.
So many of us as leaders, we forget where we're coming from. We forget the laws, the precepts, and the commandments that is given to us to govern how we demonstrate in the global world. And for example, wherever I'm going, I never go alone. I'm not a lone ranger. Because you see, when you speak the truth, the devil will use people to try to set you up. When it comes to dealing with young ladies, I'm very careful.
Listen to this.
Everything I do is transparent.
Black Beauty,
and
what's
open, and I always have witnesses around me. If I'm going into somebody's home, a female home, I don't go alone. I could remember I was invited at someone's home. I think it was one of those celebrities in Jamaica to come and pray in her home. And something just impressed upon me. It said to me, the voice of the Lord said, Peter, don't go alone. So I called two church sisters, elder one and a middle-aged sister, to come with me, people that are reputable and that, you know, to protect my character. And when I came into the territory of the celebrity said to me, Pastor, I wanted you alone to be here, not with other two sisters. I said, listen, I'm not a lone ranger, and I don't do ministry alone because nobody can set me up. She was highly disappointed, and we put off the appointment for a home because I made it up in my mind, I will not go into that home unless I have my witness. You know, we as ministers, we cannot be vulnerable. We cannot become vulnerable to the schemes and the strategy of the enemy. And as I said, it is sad that all these allegations, all these proofs, all these evidence are popping up all over to bring down someone who is respected globally from the religious perspective and from the black nation. However, from the perspective of Celestial, the Lord reveals to me who Celestial is. And the Lord spoke to me that He has chosen Celestial. Even before her members were formed into her mother's womb, she got an encounter at the age of 6. The Lord brought me to the age of 6. God has been revealing stuff to her at a very, very age where she did not understand much about these dreams and visions she was getting when she was at the age of 6, coming up to a teenage life. But earlier in her adulthood, she recognized that these dreams and visions, they were coming more where God was revealing the secrets of heart. The Lord told me that Celestial is a precious soul and is chosen by the heavenlies, chosen by Jesus Christ. She's one of the end time voices that God has raised in the 20th century to divulge, to reveal, to expose the secrets of the Lord. The Bible said the secret of the Lord is with them that fear Him. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. And God, listen, every prophecy, visions and dreams that God has given to Celestial, it's going to come to pass. So all of you who saying that Celestial from the Master's voice is false and you're finding scriptures to prove that she's false, you're only disgracing yourself. You're only bringing yourself down. The Lord said, touch not the Lord's anointed and do His prophet no harm. And even the leaders who are carnal and using agenda attack to attack Celestial, listen, the Bible says that He's no respecter of persons. And in heaven, in eternity, we're neither male nor female. God has chosen Celestial. Celestial is called for this time. And I want to declare to Celestial, you have been tested and you will be tested, but you must come out as pure gold. All of us will be tested. I was tested in 2021. And the Lord told me that you came out, Peter Chambers, as pure gold. The Lord told me, and there are many who got the vision, that the prophecies that He has given to me from 2020 until today, they shall surely come to pass. And we see them manifesting before our lives. But the prophecies that God gave Celestial, I can tell every one of you, they will come to pass.
Alright, so that's part 2. That's part 2. And there's a lot of controversy around, you know, Celestial. There's a lot of people that have called her out. I'm not here to tell people nothing. Alright, I said my piece. I said I was not going to throw her away or throw her under the bus or call her this or call her that. I mean, this is bigger than me. Like, you're talking about people that are in tune with the spirit, and they're having disagreements, like, you know, even in that way, as we can see with TD Jakes, right? Given the assignment that he got, and now it seems as if that he has fallen short. Well, everybody, even the prophets, can fall short too. You feel me? And so, you know, God is the only judge in that regard. Like, I mean, wow. Listen, like I said, I am not gonna throw the lady under the bus. Listening to Pastor Peter Chambers, I never watched this video before until I found it yesterday, I believe, or last night, and I said, wow, these videos just be coming to me. You know what I'm saying? I just randomly, they just popping up, and I'm like, oh, let me see that. I've never seen this before. Wait a minute, what's this about? And I'm like, whoa! And he made another one in the same, so it's the same t-shirt. So he literally made this back to back the same day. So let's hear what he has to say on the third one, man. It's some heavy stuff, boy. Shout out to Black Beauty. She says, I'm out. Duty calls. That's how it goes. Gotta go to work. Be safe out there.
Persons. There are persons, individuals that are unctionized, anointed by the devil to take down the anointed ones. The Bible said, touch not the Lord's anointed and do his prophet no harm. And all those people you see coming out, ministers who are agents of hell. You see, from 2020, my eyes were open. 2020, 2021, Acts. All of what took place in the book of Acts with the great men of old, the apostles. These are the very things that is going to take place. Even with the experience and the incident of Ananias and Sapphira. God spoke, they spoke to God, made an agreement to give a portion of money to the church. And the Bible said that they connived with each other to give less than the amount that was agreed to give. And the Bible said they fell down before the presence of God as dead. They died. This anointing will restore, will return back to the church. But when we look at the phenomena of Celestial, she gave a prophecy of Bishop T.D. Jakes 2 years ago. I think it's 2022 in March. I think March 24. I'm seeing it in my vision. Like it just came up to me, March 24. How the Lord is giving me a vision. And when you look at the comments, the people bash, they discriminated her, they undermined her. And listen, I am not a religious person. So most of these pastors who you see bashing Celestial, they carry a religious spirit. Some of you, you're opposing Celestial because she's a female. Listen, God is no respecter of person. Whom God chooses to use, those are the people that God will use. So what are you saying? God used a grand crew to feed the mighty man of God. You can't dictate to God. God uses a dumb donkey, a dumb animal, a donkey, to speak to Balaam, who was a prophet. People need to look into these things. So all of you who going around on social media talking about Celestial is false, check your life, check yourself. Go and investigate the evil that is within you, because you're an agent of hell. And some of us, we like to go into people's lifestyle. They tried that with me in 2020 and 2021. They did everything. They dig up the past. They did all manner of things to take me down. When they realized that they could not take me down, there was one who came on Facebook attacking my wife, talking about that I'm lusting at the young girls. Listen, you have no proof. The only person I lust after is my precious wife, Alisa Chambers. So you coming on Facebook attacking my wife on her profile that your husband is lusting after the young ladies. None can prove I walk worthy of my calling. I've never slept with any young ladies. 16 years, 17 years. I've never committed infidelity in my marriage. If I can look into anybody's eyes, check me, Brownstown me live. And Mr. Max Complex. My neighbor can tell you, they can tell you the lifestyle I live. None of them have ever seen any woman coming through any window secretly to Peter Chambers. Brethren, let me tell you something. I will not take 0 seconds to wreck my ministry when I took years to build the infrastructure and to build the credibility of my ministry. Men and women of God, we must be careful. There are some who have tried to build allegation on me, and I put away from them. That I'm trying to look them. There are female ministers who try to do the very thing. Misunderstood my motive. I'm a genuine person, and I love people. I do everything in my power to exhibit the character of Jesus Christ to anyone, whether male or female. But there's a demarcation line that is drawn. And once I see that you're trying to destroy my integrity, I'm going to pull away from you because you're a devil. Don't misunderstand. Don't take my love for weakness, because some of you take my love for weakness. And I'm talking to the women of God, women illustrate the love of God. It is never to get close to you. It is never to violate your sexuality. It is never to come into your confidential space. Because some of us, we don't know how to deal with the genuine and authentic love. So I would never take this opportunity to destroy Celestial, because she gave a word that exposes your bishop. So what are you saying? Your bishop, if your bishop is connected to the devil, you're going to defend that bishop until death? No. If your bishop is connected to the Baphomet, connected to the Freemasonry, connected to the homosexual world, you are going to stand with that bishop. The Bible says you must be blameless. When I saw Bishop T.D. Jakes came out a couple of years ago and gave his comment on the homosexual, the LGBTQ comment that he made, I started questioning his character. Because as a man of God, and that is why I said America is hypocritical. Most of the Christians in America, they don't see anything wrong with homosexuality. Yet God has a problem with it. God is upset about, if you notice, it is the only sin that caused God to call rain fire upon the earth and burn down Sodom and Gomorrah. Yes, all sins are sin. Every sin is sin. But why did God responded to the homosexuals? In Genesis, in Sodom and Gomorrah, why God had to destroy this territory? People need to look into this. So when pastors and bishops and apostles, and there are a lot of them, even in Jamaica, the Lord told me, all of you that is in agreement with the Prime Minister, with the homosexual law, God said, I'm going to strip you. Just as how T.D. Jakes has been brought down, God said he's going to strip you all naked. There is a disgrace that will come. And I want to use this opportunity to honor Celestial. Continue to do the work of the Lord without fear or favor. I'm one of those who have discerned that God is with you. And God has revealed to my heart, my spirit bear witness, Celestial, from the Master's voice, that you are a child of God. You are chosen by God. Man did not choose you. It is God himself who have chosen you for such a time as this. Continue to do the work that sent you without fear or favor. And look not for the opinion of men.
Hey, man. What can I say that has not already been said? The way how some people's mind works is out of whack. Man, listen. I learned personally, I gained a lot of value from this, you know, and I hope that you also gained a lot of value from it. This was a wholesome, just so much wisdom that you could carry with you. All I heard was someone speaking in love. You know, it was very humbling. It was just in truth and just, you know, something you can move with. I mean, I'm definitely gonna make sure I protect myself. I don't want to be alone with any females unless there's some witness there or something, because, you know, I see even in government there's a lot of people, you know, that will come after people that, you know, you think you're not doing something, but then when you're on this app and you're exposing the truth, there's a lot of people that actively go around telling lies that you become public enemy of. So how can we take Bolo down? How can we take Mystic Sensation down and Isabella Rose down? Especially the men, we are easy targets. All they gotta do is send a woman. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, oh, he did this to me. So yeah, I've been warned that I have to, you know, start moving a certain type of way. And this is just further, you know, strengthening that message. You know, listen to what he said about going to the lady's house to have, you know, it's supposed to be some spiritual encounter. How in the world is she saying that she wants him alone to be there with her and she's disappointed? What was the purpose of having him there? He's a pastor, you know, and he's made it very clear, his revelations about Celestia. And, you know, hey, like I said, that's way bigger than me. Way bigger than me. Shout out to everybody that's voted. I appreciate y'all. So shout out to the 95% that hit the like button. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen. In the comment section, storm the comment section. Like I said, I hope this really gave a lot of value to you. And yeah, a lot of lessons. I learned a lot from just listening. And I hope that you did too. Shout out to Betty, Gab, all the new subs, man. Shout out to all the new subs. Appreciate y'all, alright? Alright? Peace and blessings. Alright, my people! Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to call in? This is the time. I'm about to end this thing. Somebody was calling me early. Let me see if somebody said, what? Bolo, did you realize what? The PM lies speech has finally plunged the school system into more darkness, going by promising removal of fees, and he's not giving the money to fill that gap. See if you pick it up. What is this? I thought he sent me an article. Somebody was calling me earlier. I got a missed call. Let me see if I can call him back. Turn down this music. Hey, Sassy, I'm live, you know. You about Sassy? Last time I'm live.
Me can't find your live, you know, brother. Me buy one phone yesterday. That's why me could have able to answer your call now. Me can't find your live.
What do you mean? Go on YouTube and type in Bolo V&R.
Them not tell you say me going out on the live. Them me say live hours already.
But me have me up on one right now.
Red title.
From your go, you're supposed to see it at the top. You know, so what the hell is going on? Well, I know, man, I'm sending the link. But them not so, like, what the hell?
Yeah, because me have been searching and me can't find me. Me not see nothing we are going fresh.
Wow.
I just the whole one them have to watch.
Wow. So they literally just blocking my, because I've been on for 2 hours and I'm like, listen, a lot of times I talk about this and people think I'm complaining, but yo, I just, yeah. So, all right, man, let's send her the link now. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man, let's send her the link.
Alright.
All right, baby. Oh my God. Hang on. You see, a lot of the time I'll be talking about this, right? And people might think I'm you know, I'm just complaining. I know what I'm talking about. I watch my numbers. What is happening does not make no sense. When I had less subscribers, yo, when I had 3,000 subscribers, I had videos hit 30K, 25K, 10K on a regular, 11K. My numbers have gone down and I have more subscribers. That don't make no sense. I remember going live and I'm so much in the algorithm. Yo, I look up and I see 99 people in 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, right? The other day, you saw the cyber attack. Come on, man. I got cyber attacked the other day. Real rap, like no joke. People is watching. I got people like Lasom that I just talked to a while ago that is looking out for my lives. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Roslyn, like I said, I ain't getting involved in the back and forth of what people think. I know Peter Chambers, and he has, listen, he has made several videos about Celestial. He said what the Lord revealed to him about her as a 6-year-old. That's wow! I never saw that video. I've just played it. You know, people are gonna have their opinions. Hey, it is what it is. I see a divide going on. I'm not getting involved in none of that. I ain't calling nobody no witch. I ain't calling nobody no false prophet. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just praying for God to give me more wisdom and guidance, and that is it. The way how I look at it at the end of the day is, what is the ultimate message from Celestial? What is the ultimate message from Sister Carrie Ann? What is the ultimate message from Pastor Peter Chambers? Right? The ultimate message is repent. Give your life to the Most High. That's the commonality in every single one of them and others. So, if that's the commonality, I'm not going to be here arguing about who I think is this or what. Nah, I ain't doing that. The commonality, what I need to focus on is my salvation. I need to repent because that is the message of all the prophets. Repent and live my life right. All right? I don't know about prophets and what is the rules. God knows that. I don't know about none of that. I don't know about none of that. God knows the rules of prophet. Can a prophet have one mistake about something? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Can a prophet have 99% thing right and 1% thing wrong? I don't know. I don't know. All right? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm leaving that one alone. All right? Yeah, I'm going to cover the story because, hey, people that were bashing her is actually like, yo, wait a minute. So you telling me that her prophecy about TD Jakes is coming through? Wow. So people is like, wow. So it's like, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I just know that the common message is repent. And I think that's what we should be focused on. Working on our relationship with God. Maybe we could pray about it. If you have a connection like that with the Most High, say, Lord, I am open to you revealing to me the truth about Celestial. And let the chips fall where they may. Obviously, based off what Peter Chambers is saying, that's exactly what he did. He asked God to reveal to him, who is this Celestial in the realm of the Spirit? And I just played what he said. Take it for what it is or not. Whatever, hey. You already made your mind up? Okay, all right, that's cool. I'm not here to argue for or against. I've heard people call out Miss Sister Carrie Ann in my chat of being false. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not, hey, you can have your opinion. Hey, keep it funky, keep it clean. I wouldn't advise that. I wouldn't advise you calling the lady a witch or nothing like that. No, I don't, let's not do that. You feel me? And I haven't gone, oh my God, no. I did a video about both of them, and what did I say? I said, man, this is sad, man. That's all I said. I said, this is sad. I never like, oh, I'm on Sister Carrie's side, or oh, I'm on Celestial's side. No, I never did that. And I still stand on where I stand on. You feel me? But that's my time. Shout out to both. Shout out to all the prophets and prophetess. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, the truth always rises to the top. So, I'm not really worried about, those types of things, and I'm not in fear of anyone or anything, whether they're a prophet or prophetess. I know if I move in the right way that is right with God, I'm straight. That's all I'm working on. Everybody got to answer to the Most High. So, if any one of them is deceiving or trying to deceive us, well, guess what? There's a consequence for that. You feel what I'm saying? There is a consequence for that. There is. There is a consequence for that. There's also a consequence for telling, speaking against a prophetess or prophet that's actually a prophet or prophetess. Man, I'm just not trying to piss off God. I don't care about what y'all think. I'm trying to stay in the green with God, okay? I'm telling y'all right now, I am not trying to piss God off. I got enough on my plate. Lord have mercy. You feel me? I got enough. Like, yo, I have this long list that I need to be forgiven for. So I am not trying to add nothing else on my plate. The feather, the way, the balance, the judgment. Yeah, I'm not trying to add nothing else on. I'm straight. Y'all can have that one. Woo! That one's too heavy for me, boy. I don't need that sitting on my plate. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all the messages, Jamaica repent. I believe deep within my core that the prophecy will come to pass of a tsunami and earthquake in Jamaica because of where we're at as a people, all the bloodshed, the nepotism, the corruption, everything. I strongly within my heart feel that this will come to pass. We still got my baby Miss Collins in the building, man. That's all right. You feel me? Yeah, I'm letting God deal with it. Yo, I'm so serious. I'm letting God handle that one, man. Hey, God, you got these people that you assigned to be prophets and prophetesses. Yeah, I'm gonna let you handle that. I'm just gonna concentrate on trying to, be the best version of me that will make you be okay with me and not pissed off with me. That's what I'm working on. That's all I'm working on. All right. So yeah, take it for what you may. Outside of that, hey, I'm not trying to please no man. I'm trying to please God. Period. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna go live again tonight. Well, if I do go live, I don't know if I'm gonna go live on my computer. Maybe on the road or something, but Yeah, I'm gonna have these premieres set up for you. Yeah, starting around 3 o'clock, 2:30. Yeah, so people can get some. Cause see, for some reason they're blocking my live streams. But sometimes the people they get the videos. That's why I keep pushing them out back to back to back as much as I can, because I'm seeing they're fighting my algorithm. They're trying to push me out the algorithm. I should be at 10K already, and that's not the brag. Listen. I know this within my heart. I should be at 10K already. They are not pushing the videos out there. They are not. Lassom, this is live, Lassom. This is live. Salute to you. But you have to go catch the replay because I'm done. I've been on here for 2 hours and 32 minutes. See, even the video that I'm playing, running while I'm talking is is doing the most. You feel me? Yeah. So this is what I covered mainly. The press conference, because I didn't get to do it yesterday. I'm catching up. Salute to Dayton Campbell, Mr. Golden, and the other brother that spoke. I covered a multiple of things. I covered the light bill situation. I also covered Everett Wilmington. Everything. I covered a lot of things. I also covered the Road Maintenance Act. Shout out to Wayne Lonesome for forwarding those details to me. I read it out on live and gave you guys my interpretation of what I read. And I'm subject to correction, right? But yeah, man, I think this was a great live, man. So see y'all later. I need you some food. I'm hungry. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Miss Collins, Miss Genesis. Whoa, VMAC just pulled up. What up, VMAC? Oh, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Man, it's Thanksgiving, isn't it? Happy Thanksgiving. I don't really celebrate holidays. I mean, none of them anymore. Like, none of them. Any one of them I did celebrate, I don't celebrate no holidays anymore. Which I won't get into that, but I just don't. But salute to y'all. Hey, be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy y'all families. Enjoy each other. Make sure you got your Pepto-Bismol. You know what I'm saying? Because all that food y'all be tearing up. You gotta make sure that bowel action ain't blocked up. All right? So make sure you got your Pepto-Bismol. Oh my God, man.
Bubbles my man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Love that. I love that.
I love it too.
Shout out to Audrey Catcart, wherever she is. I hope she's doing
funny,
well.
Honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Shout out to Sassy D, Miss Collins. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Let me see. We got LaSum in the building, Roslyn in the building, Black Beauty was here. Mystic Sensation pulled up on me. Sealed. Shout out to Sealed. First time seeing you in the chat. So good to see new people. Sealed said, my question to them would be, what is the race of the king? Yo, Sealed, I said that. I literally said that in a previous video. Like, bro, they literally want to keep the king. The king is a white British man, isn't he? So how are you violating Aldiano? Salute to you, broski. How are you violating Mark Golden when you literally serve the king? That is a white man, a British white man. And you talking about we're descendants of slave man, Everett Wilmington. Shut up. You is a fool. I'm talking about a certified fool. You probably went to school to get your certification. Man, Marlene Neal, salute. Man, do you hear this, man? Arlene, salute. Everybody, man. Erica, salute. Hey, big salute to Erica, man. Erica, you in every comment section of my videos. You, if I know anybody that likes every video and comments on every video and watches the premieres and be in there, man, you're the one of those persons I know is getting all notifications. I don't know. Y'all need to go check out Erica and find out what she be doing for her to get all my notifications. I'm talking about all my notifications. Shout out to Ron. You know what I'm saying? Who else was in here? Road call. Splash Digi. I said Splash Digi already. Who else was in here? I'm scrolling, y'all. Bear with me. I don't see any other names as yet that I have. Miss Genesis 1. RJ with the hands. RJ be coming in. Hey, y'all. With the hands, the emojis. She said, I'm in Toronto. My Thanksgiving already gone. Okay. Yeah, man. Catch a replay. That's what's up. Barbara Mailer. Salute to Barbara. Also another one that is a constant in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all. You know, thank y'all so much for giving me of your time. I am not an ungrateful person. I understand that time is the most precious thing. Wait a minute. Verno was in the building? Verno, what's up, bro? Verno said, Bolo, Power Wednesday's blessing. That's money Conjure is talking about. Jamaicans should have received that 20,000 from in the pandemic. Conjure mind games, divide and rule is another 3-card trick, man. You ain't never tell a lie, bro. You on point. You ain't never. And then Empress 13. Oh my God. Shout out to Empress 13, man. Another loyal supporter of this platform. Thank you so much at day one. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to her over there in the UK. Oh, Joanne Dawkins. Oh my God, I missed you. Ryan Campbell. Joanne Dawkins said good morning. Shout out to Joanne Dawkins. Sorry I missed you. You know, I was just cooking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Y'all be blessed. Okay, Miss Collins, salute to you, baby. You have a good day. Yeah, Andrew run out of promises. Them there from 2020 and keep, I repeat the same.